Good evening, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling here on KSVPTV.com. We are live here at Bulldog Pit as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs are back. They haven't been here since, I think, 5 weeks. Coach and I talked about it today. They haven't been in friendly confines of Bulldog Pit in 5 weeks. So finally have a game here. They'll play again Thursday night and then again next Tuesday night here at Bulldog Pit. And we'll be here for those games. But tonight, taking on the Ruidoso Lady Warriors. The Warriors coming in 9-6. They're ranked 11th in 3A on Max Preps. And I'm run through their starting lineup tonight. Number 1, Madison Letterman. Anything? I can't hear you. You can't hear me? Hello, hello, hello. That's working. You can't hear me? I can't hear you for sure. What'd you say? Testing 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Check, check now. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. Is that plugged in good? You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's matchup between the Ruidoso Warriors and your Artesia Bulldogs. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Check, 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 check. Check, check. Nothing.
Now for your Artesia Lady Bulldog.
Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
K-Dog Addington.
Check, check, check.
Number 2, Kirkland Kirko Miller. Number 3, JT3 Tovar. Number 4, Kaylee Dynamite. 5, Aston Davis, Chris Brad. Number 6, Joe Adrian Harvey. Number 7, So Smith.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Check, check, check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. Well, now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs. Incredible in Artesia is open for business. Georgia and her team are ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Need wraparound carbonless books? Think Incredible. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. When you need an incredible job, think Incredible on Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Ink.
All Bulldog team, welcome to Bulldog Pit. We have some issues that we got tickets, I think. We are on the radio, should be on KSVP.com and Facebook, but I'm not sure of that. Lady Bulldogs taking on the Ruidoso Lady Warriors tonight. Here in one of the last 3 games of the non-district. So we'll play tonight here, Thursday night here, and Tuesday night here. And then district starts that next week. And it's been a hiatus for the Bulldogs. They've been here 5 weeks, just now getting here to come back to their home and play here at the Crown Pines Bulldog Pit. All right, the starters for Ruidoso Warriors. The starters for Ruidoso Warriors is number 1, Madison Letterman. Number 6, Taylor Reynolds. Number 7, Morgan. Number 8, Aubrey. For Taylor Reynolds. And Cassie Berg, number 11. Lydia Holt for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Caitlin Addington. Number, what are you done, Jeff?
You're not getting audio. So
To the radio either?
to hear,
But
because something is
to
wrong
the radio?
here.
Am I on the radio?
I don't know. Does it?
All right, the first serve has been done. It's a point for Ruidoso, 1-0. Ruidoso with the lead. Serving is number 6, Ramos. It goes back to the backside. Evans to Miller. Miller to Harrison. Big swing. It's going to be dug up in the back row. Back set. It's going to be right up on the net. Evans and then Harrison tips it over. And Ruidoso will tip it over. Back set for Miller. And that's in. And that's a kill. That's a try. So 1-1 is our score here. Ruidoso coming into this ballgame 96. They're 11th ranked according to Max Preps on 3A. The Bulldogs 7-7, 9th ranked in 4A at Max Preps.
I can hear it. Okay.
Right here's the swing. It's in the back row, number 8, back up front. And Letterman will just get it over 3 ball for the Bulldogs. Padilla. And then it's quick set there by Miller and smashing it home for the kill. Bulldogs go up 2-1. Throwback serve will be cracked. Once again, 2-1. She starts way back, and then she'll come forward for a jump serve. There it is. Nice serve. Up in the back row by Bird. Now it's going to be blocked at the net. that's a block from Robbie Harrison. Blocked out the net, straight back down. So Point Artesia 3-1. Artesia with the lead as Pratt gets ready to go here. Good crowd here tonight for the Bulldogs. She was waiting for the go-ahead, which she got. Now she'll go. Another good serve, back row, dug up by Eaton. It's going to be a free ball for the Bulldogs as Ramos got it over. And the long shot's going to be out there as set by Miller over to Evans on the left side for swing sails long. Checking in for the Bulldogs, the number 7, Cheryl Sheffield. And Kraft to get a break. Back to serve will be Morganson. He one of the twins. She'll serve from the left side. And the serve. Evans to Miller.
Okay, I'm in audio compass.
Running into the net, so that's a point for Ruidoso. So once again, back to serve with Morgan Eaton.
Okay, go to settings. Recording, it shows microphone array.
Evans pops up, Miller over to the left side. Big swing, and that's a kill.
And it's not even showing up.
Nice set there. Into their mission. Very good that time. So serve is Evans back to the back row. Ramos.
Is there a
Back to Cheryl Sheffield.
deal to turn it on and off? Is the
So we do it over to Ramos.
okay, I did, and it's not doing anything.
Big swing, and it's going to go out.
There's no light or anything coming up.
Kill for Leatherman. And that'll send her back to serve.
Yeah. All
So it's now tied 4-4. The ball's now coming into play back for Letterman. 4-4 here in set number 1. Bulldogs and the Warriors from Ruidoso. Evans, Miller on the left side. The deal with big swings.
yeah, it doesn't. The sure dapper's not lighting up or anything when it's plugged in.
And nobody's there to get it off of the net. As Harvey got it up into the air from back there in the big, but nothing there for the Bulldogs. So 5-4.
No, not here.
There's Letterman with the next serve. Nothing in it. So that will go Bulldogs. Second at the hole will be the Libero, Savannah Graham. And for the Bulldogs, Addington and
Yeah, I've done that. The sure dapper's not lighting up or anything.
Harvey.
You know, it normally has that.
Ramos chases it down. We're just going to get it over.
Okay.
Bulldogs with a free ball. And the next one, the free ball up. Another ball just volley back and forth. Miller. Padilla with the shot. It's going to be kept up. Dug up. Swirl digs it up. Again, Padilla with the shot. This one, she gets the field, goes off to number 2. Bird falls in the middle court. That's her first kill of the night. And the Bulldogs go back up 6-5. Back to serve will be Hattie Harrison for the Lady Bulldogs. We're in set number 1. Just join us. Here's the swing by Harrison. Back to the back row. Graham, and then they do it over. They do. Cheryl Sheffield gets it up to Miller. Miller across the again another kill. That's the same play goes off the Bird and down into the middle of the court. So 7-5. The score. Artesia leading with Hattie Harrison back ready to go. And the serve. Let the ball flies over. We're going to back set it. It's going to be down. Nice kill there by number 11, Hilsman. She kind of picked her way right down the line over there. Bulldogs, Harrison will take a seat back in is Carter Barrow, Carmen Harvey on the other side. Number 13, and I'm not sure who else checked in. I think, well, I missed it. I know 2 checked in. Back to serve will be Wilson. Miller across to Addington. Her swing is going to go up. And a good technical there by number 4, but that's a kill. So Aaron tried to get that up. Unable to. So 8-6 Bulldogs. It's Kraft to check back to Sheffield will take a break. Back to serve for the Bulldogs will be Kirkland Miller. So Miller with the serve. Down the line. He's dug up in the back row. We're just going to bump it over, so the Bulldogs will have a free ball here. Count up on the net, and you have to go back and into the net with Miller. So Addington hits it up in the air, hits it into the net.
little bit of an unfair carry there after the free ball. Sometimes it works that way. We get a free ball and you're not able to do anything with it. So 7 serving 8. Serve is across, dug up in the back row by Pavia. Miller will chase that down, bump it up in the air. Addington just pick it over, dug up on the backside by Wilson. It's going to be a back set. Swing is dug up in the back row by Bulldog Ribbon, and Miller just gets it over. Back set, and it's going to be kicked off in the hand, so come out from number 11's hand. Tony Hoagland, but it worked as it falls in for an awkward-looking kill. Bulldogs was expecting big shot and shooting a little bit early. So the ball barely tipped the ball enough to get it over, and that ties it up. So back to serve is Aubrey Eaton, number 10, junior for the Warriors. She's going to float it over, coming up with Harvey, gets it to Miller. Miller back set. Big swing by here, and she goes down the right side, down the line. That's a kill. The Bulldogs do take the lead, 9-8 here in set number 1. So they're going to get the ball, I guess. That's our serve. Wait a minute, what just happened? I thought it was our serve, 9-8 Ruidoso. I missed whatever the call was, and that is That was a nice serve, gets the back line, getting out of the way of our back. So they overturned what I thought was a final teaser. So it's now 10-8 Ruidoso. So Eaton continues to serve for the Warriors, leading by 2 minutes. He's going to throw it with a good snap. And then for there, gives the ball back to the Bulldogs. 9-7-10. As Padilla will go back to serve for Artesia. First in the middle. Nice hard serve. Dug up backwards, but they're able to get it forward. It'll be a free ball for Artesia. Padilla has to drive to get it. Miller cross set to Evans. Her big shot is off the back. Dug up back there by Eaton. And now a big swing. Dug up in the back there by Harvey. Miller back set. Pass for the swing. And they're going to call it. I don't know what they called it, but Bulldog point. Maybe got into the net. So 10-10 as Padilla is ready to go. Back row. Eaton gets it up in the air. It's over to top Padilla. Miller cross court. Evans will just front row it over. They get to it, and they will get over. Evans to Miller. Miller's going to back set it to the left. Addington. She's going over to the first field. Good job there to Miller by Addington. In the first second of the day, and Bulldogs going to lead 11-10 as Padilla will go back to serve once again. And the serve is going to be in the back row by Hillman. Chasing it down was Wilson. They get it over. Back row Harvey. Offset to Evans from Miller, and that's going to get down for a kill. A good set there by Miller. Evans goes cross court. That's her first kill tonight. So Bulldogs now lead 12-10 with Padilla going back to serve. That shot is out. I thought maybe the coach did not. So it'll be point. Oh, come on. For the Warriors. Back to serve will be Goodman. Good serve over the net. Nope, the Disney top of net call. So we don't get there. Point. Artesia 13-11. Harrison will check back in. Addington will take a seat. Then left to serve will be number 9, Harvey. Bulldog in the barrel. Harvey looks over the defense, looks for the forehead, which she has. And here's her jump serve. I serve it across. Dug up back there. Bite this one. Now we're just going to get it over. Lebanon gets it over. Padilla, Miller, set, and there's a big swing. It goes off the top, and that's going to be a kill for the Artesia Bulldogs. Second kill. They didn't count that other one all day, so well, there's a timeout on the field, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. Artesia leading 14-11 here in set number 1. We'll be back.
October might be Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but the importance of this cause is relevant all year long. According to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, about 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. By learning the warning signs, early detection can significantly increase the chance of survival. That's why it's so important to spread the word and make sure women know when they should get screened. Forest Tire reminds you to think pink. Forest Tire Company.
back here at Bulldog Volleyball on KSVP Radio, KSVP.com, on Facebook and YouTube as well. Our teams are leading Ruidoso 1-7. And 14-11, we're live at Bulldog Pit. If you're listening and or watching anywhere close, come on down to the pit, join in on the fun. But if you can't and you're watching this one, thank you for tuning in. It's a good serve by Harvey. They dig it up on the back row. Wilson's going to set it up there. It's going to be a battle at the line. Padilla to Evans. They're going to dig it up on that back row again. That was Eaton. Now with the out on the big swing by Lebanon, it says 2-5 points Artesia, 15-11 as the Bulldogs start to separate them. It's been nip and tuck back and forth. Bulldogs on a run right now, leading by 4. And here comes the serve from Harvey. Good serve on that back row, dug out by Hillman. He's going to have to get it over, which they do. Padilla from the back goes to Miller. Miller backs up. Big swing by Kraft, but it's too long, out of bounds on the cross court swing. So 15-12 now. Is checking out will be Wilson. Checking in will be Bird, and also checking out number 13, Woodland, and checking in and going back to serve is number Taylor Ramos for the Lady Warriors. Ramos will serve, down 12-15 to the Bulldogs. Her serve will get over. Evans, Miller, cross court segment, just going to have to bounce it over, and it's going to be out of bounds. Wilson, this team facing there. And the set is kind of back behind where she wanted it to go, and where I wanted it to go. That's going to be also 13-7-15. Ramos with the serve. Going to go back to Padilla. Miller places it back in. Harrison a big swing, up in the air. And Harrison misjudged it, and she had a happy birthday and just wrong and yes. She's smiling real big, but point Ruidoso. Big swing on this. All right, 14-7-15. Ramos gets it into the net, so a turnover back to the Bulldogs. 16-14. The serve goes back to serve for Artesia. Looks like it's going to be Kraft. Aston will serve. She gets over on the right side, really deep back there by the basketball. We're out of bounds on the basketball court. And she comes charging forward. Gets it across. Good serve, and that's going to be an ace. Number 8 had to get off her. That's Evans. She went off her backwards. Bird tried to chase her down, but wasn't able to get there. So, the Bulldog point, 17-14. Kraft is ready to go. Nice serve, dug up on that back row. Going to get it ahead, just bounce low, but she was under the net, so that's going to be a point. Bulldogs chasing into that net. Now we got 7. And she couldn't stop. It's a point. Artesia 18-14. There's the lead. As Kraft gets ready to go once again. And here's her jump serve. Down the line, back to Bird, up to Wilson. And then Letterman with the skill, just kind of cross court from the left side. Good.
For the Bulldogs, Ashton Kraft will get a break. It'll be 15-18 as number 7, Morgan Eatson, will be back to serve. She's going to serve from the far left side, her left, the right from the Bulldogs' perspective. Here's the serve. Evans goes down and gets it, and then it's going to go back. It's going to be a free ball. So Ruidoso, Wilson back set, just going to be tipping it over, and it's going to be point Artesia as it was out of bounds, and the officials, one pointed one way and the other way, but it was right in front of the one up on the stand, and she said it was out of bounds. So it goes to the Bulldogs. Evans will be back to serve, and here's her serve. Back on that back row, it's dug up by Hildman to Wilson, cross court. Sheffield will just get out of the way. Bulldogs will get to it, but they're not going to be able to. That's a kill. Oh, and then it knocks off the screen off of the computer down on the floor as the guy running that just kind of backed out, got out of the way, and hit the computer. I don't know if he saw it coming. All right, point Ruidoso. So Letterman with the serve. Harvey up to Miller. Miller cross court. And a left-handed they said we got into the net. So on her left-handed kill, she was in the net. So it'll be 17 serving 19, as the scoreboard operator had already given the Bulldogs the point. So they take it off and give it back. And so Letterman again back to serve, number 1, Madison Letterman. And her jump serve. Evans to Padilla. She'll get it kind of in the... Oh, nobody went and got it. Oh, my goodness. Miscommunication again. Coach calls a timeout. Boy, that didn't look good. All right, we'll take a timeout as well. Stay right there. Bulldog Volleyball here on KSVP TV and KSVP Radio.
So your pecans aren't as big and bountiful as they used to be? Well, what would Jim Gill do?
Hi, this is Ben from Russell Seed Company. Few people knew as much about pecans as Jim Gill. And if he were here today, he'd tell you it was time to fertilize. He'd tell you just what you need and show you how to use it. Then he'd make some joke about your neighbors making fun of your nuts.
So when there's trouble with your pecans, head for Roswell Seed Company and ask them, what would Jim Gill do?
All right, we're back here at Bulldog Pit as the Artesia Bulldogs have a slim lead here at set number 1, 19-18 over Ruidoso. As Lutterman will continue serving. Her serve is going to be across to Evans, up to Miller. Miller cross set to Padilla, and there's a huge kill for Kaylee Padilla. And she brings that one down with the thunder. Checking back in will be Addington for Carmen Harvey. On the other side, the libero checked in. That's Graham. And back to serve will be Hattie Harrison. So the Bulldogs got the 21st. 20-18 is our score. Padilla now with 5 kills here in set number 1. Just a floater. That'll be dug by Edson to Compost back in the back row. Bulldogs have to chase it down, which they do. Good job there. Sorrell with a nice tip over. And they're going to say point of 2 hits. All right, so checking in for Artesia will be Tovar, and also checking back in was Tovar's coming in for Evans, and coming in for Harrison was Carmen Harvey. On the other side, checking back into the ball game will be number 13 Widner, and one other checked in, but I was looking back at the Bulldogs. I think it was number 11 Hildman checked back in. All right, so back to serve will be Wilson, and her serve dug up back there by Padilla to Miller. Miller with the cross-court set. Addington with the big swing. Dug up on the back row by Graham. Graham to Wilson. It's tipped over. Miller back to Padilla. Big swing. Tipped up in the air by Hildman. Now she's going to go behind the 10-foot line, and the Bulldogs unable to get that up as Sorrell went off of her. Sheffield and kind of was low one and diving for it with Addington, but unable to get it up into the air. So point Ruidoso. They've tied it up 20-20 as Mackenzie Wilson will serve once again. We're in set number 1 if you're just joining us here on Bulldog Volleyball. Wilson gets the cross. Harvey to Miller. Miller back set. Big swing again, but long for Padilla. Tried to go down the right line. Point Ruidoso. 21-20 is our score. So once again, Mackenzie Wilson kind of in the middle where she serves from. It's going to go across. Harvey to Miller. Back set again to Padilla, and it's blocked at the net. Padilla gets it up in the air. Ruidoso gets it up in the air. They're going to go to the back corner, and that's out of bounds. Oh, she wouldn't have touched it. It would have been out of bounds. But Tovar chased it down and stuck her hand out way out of bounds and got a hand on it. So point Ruidoso. 22-20. Warriors lead. Wilson back to serve again. And the serve, and it's just going to float into the net and then roll over. Those are the toughest ones. Just rolled over the top of the net. Padilla dove but couldn't get there. Very, very difficult shot, and it's one of those that works great for the offense, terrible on the defense. So 23-20 here in set number 1. Over the line, Tovar up to Miller. Miller cross set to Addington. She rolls it over, dug up. Nice dig up there, and then hits it too far out. That was Hildman that did a great kind of a pancake, but then she come up and hit it on the set and put it over too far. Sheffield will check out, and coming in for the Bulldogs will be Kraft, and back to serve will be Miller. 21 serving 23, the Bulldogs down by 2. Nice serves, dug up by Hildman. Back set, Hildman will come and just poke it over. Harvey, Miller, Padilla with the long swing, tried to go cross court from the left side, way out of bounds. So point, and now set point for Ruidoso. And we're going to have a sub coming in as checking back into the game for Tovar will be Evans. So 24-21 is our score. set point. Eatson will get it over and let it go long, and that is in. So Harvey got out of the way of it. They said it was in, so that is the game. 25-21 in favor of Ruidoso here in set number 1. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Set number 2 coming at you.
It's that time of year again. It's Halloween time. Yes, so it's that time where you come by and we're giving away costumes. We got goodie baskets as well, and all you have to do is come by here, 2802 West Pierce Street, Carlsbad, New Mexico, at Carlsbad Ford, and we are giving away these lovely items. You got to come by, test drive a vehicle, go in the glove box, pull a number, and one of those numbers will be either a costume or a basket. 2802 West Pierce Street, Carlsbad, New Mexico.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health, too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
First American Bank is committed to supporting small businesses in New Mexico. If you need a loan, mobile banking, or treasury management products, we're here to help you succeed as your business resource and, as always, your trusted partner. First American Bank, your community bank since 1903, equal housing lender.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Welcome back here to Bulldog Pit. Joby Hodling with you on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com, Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Bulldogs fall in set number 1 to the Ruidoso Lady Warriors, 25-21. And I apologize, there were some technical difficulties. I don't know what was being done or fixed or whatever, but I just tried to keep talking in case it was on. So if you missed part of the games, I apologize for that. But I think it's all straight now. As checking in through a rotation is Carmen Harvey. So we have Padilla, Harvey, Miller, Yates, Evans, and Harrison on the floor for the Bulldogs. And Carmen Harvey will go back to start things off here in set number 2. And here's her jump serve. Hits the net. So it'll be a point Ruidoso. And going back to serve for Ruidoso will be number 7, Morgan Eatson, one of the twins for the Lady Warriors. She'll start out over on the right side facing the Bulldogs, her left. And here's her jump serve. It'll go over. Evans gets it up in the air. Miller chases it down, goes to the back row. Padilla will hit it over. Dug up back there by Hildman. Chasing it down was Wilson. And then it goes in. Boy, nice kill there for Lutterman as Padilla couldn't get to it back in that left corner. 2-0 Ruidoso. And Eatson once again from the left side. Bulldogs right. Here's the serve, and that's going to go into the net. So unforced error there will help the Bulldogs. 1 serving 2, and going back to serve will be Yates for Artesia. 1 serving 2, and she'll go over to the right side facing the Warriors. Her left, serve from that side of the with her jump serve. Nice serve, knuckleball, dug up on that back row by Eatson. to Ramos. It's dug up by the Bulldogs, and it's going to have to get it over, which Harrison does. From the behind the 10-foot line is Eatson. Bulldogs, Padilla will hit it over. It's going to be hit up into the air, so it's going to be a free ball for Artesia. And I guess it hit the mega board up there, so they call point Artesia. So Yates will go back 2-2 as she'll serve again. Nice serve down the line, dug up by Lutterman. Ramos chases it down from the behind the 10-foot line. Yates with a nice bump up front, and then Harrison with a big kill, but it's out of bounds. Point Ruidoso. So again, the officials pointed different ways. Tovar checks in, Yates will take a break, and Lutterman will be back to serve for the Warriors. Leading 3-2 here in set number 2. Her jump serve, Evans on the back row, and Harvey. And then missing it was Harrison. Boy, she tried to do a little step, and she jumped up way too soon. On the way down, she barely tipped it. So point, Ruidoso. Bulldogs just not in sync yet, really. Going down in set 1. Butterman over to Evans. Evans up to Miller. Miller cross court to Harrison. Harrison with a big swing, and there it's in sync. Big kill for Hattie Harrison. Her third on the night. Point Artesia as the Warriors bring in number 4, and that is Graham. Back to serve for the Bulldogs will be Evans. Down 3-4. And her serve, way too long. Point Ruidoso, 5-3 now for the Warriors. As number 12 and 13 check in, and that is Widner and Wilson. So Wilson and Widner check into the ball game, and Wilson will go back to serve. As getting a seat was Ramos and Bird. And Mackenzie Wilson ready to go. Leading 5-3 here in set number 2. She's going to hit it, just hits net. Harvey digs it up to Miller. Cross court to Padilla. Her swing is going to be a kill. So good shot there by Padilla. Good set. As Whitmire checks in, Harvey will get a break. And back to serve will be Hattie Harrison. So Hattie will go from the left side. Nice strong serve. Widner on the back side, and it's going to be tipped over. So a happy birthday there for the Bulldogs, Kaylee Padilla, and that is her 7th kill on the night. And the Bulldogs tie it up 5-5. It's Harrison ready to go. Takes a couple of swats at it. Now she goes, and she's going to send that one way too long, so it'll be a point for Ruidoso. 6-5. If Harvey checks in, Harrison will get a break. On the other side, it'll be number 8, so that is Aubrey Eatson back to serve. Evans, Miller, back set. Padilla with the big swing and a kill. Nice job there by the Bulldogs. Everything they wanted to do there worked perfectly. Tovar will take a seat. Yates back in, and Miller will go back to serve as it's now tied up 6-6. And here's Miller's jump serve. Had a lot of movement on it. Good job back there. And then they're going to get it down the line and in. It was a good save by number 4, Graham, or a good dig. And then down the line and in was number 11, Hildman, as Lutterman checks back in, and the libero Graham takes a seat. Padilla all the way up front. Good save, but the Bulldogs can't get to it as Miller had to chase that into the net. Point Ruidoso. 8-6 now the score. Hildman back to serve again. Here's the serve. That's going to be way long. So points Artesia as Harvey and Padilla just said ole, got out of the way of it. And that'll put Padilla back to serve. So Kaylee down 7-8. Will do her jump serve. Up into the net. Point Ruidoso. 9-7. And we're going to have a change on this side as checking back in as Bird and Ramos. Wilson and Widner will get a break. Back to serve will be Ramos. So Taylor Ramos, the freshman for the Warriors. Leading 9-7. Here's her serve. Dug up by Bulldogs, Carmen Harvey. Just a bump over by Whitmire. Now Letterman, good save there by Padilla. Harvey gets it up in the air, and so Evans will just get it over. Another good job by Letterman, and then they're going to call double hit on number 7, Eatson, Morgan Eatson. That's a point, Artesia. 8 serving 9 as Harrison checks back in. Whitmire will get a break, and back to serve will be our libero, Carmen Harvey. Down by 1 here in set number 2. 8 serving 9. Here's the serve. Good serve. Dug up in that back row by Eatson. Wilson comes forward and gets it. Ball was over. Miller back set. Yates with a nice little bump over, but it's dug up back there by Eatson. They get it over again. Padilla to Miller. Miller front gets it over to Evans. They dig it up on the back row, and Letterman puts it up, but good job by Yates. Miller to Evans, and it's going to be blocked or it went into the net. I'm not sure which. Evans' swing either hit the net or was blocked straight back down on her, so point Ruidoso. It'll be 10 serving 8. Ruidoso with a 2-point lead. Back to serve will be Morgan Eatson. So serve from the far left side right to the Bulldogs. And the serve is going to be dug up by Harvey. Miller, front set to Harrison. She tips it over. Dug up by Ramos. And now Letterman will have a chance at it. She swings, is dug up on the back row. Cross-court set to Evans. It's going to be dug up back there by Eatson. Ramos again to Letterman. She takes a big swing, and it goes off the hand of Padilla and into the back wall, so point Ruidoso. 11 serving 8. As Morgan Eatson will go back once again from the left side for the Warriors. Here's her jump serve. Padilla gets it up. Miller chases it down. It's going to go backwards. Padilla just going to get it over, so free ball. Warriors will have to chase that down. Letterman with, and she swung and missed. So point Artesia. She got up too early. And she's grinning, kind of like Harrison was a while ago when the same thing happened to Hattie. All right, so the Bulldogs get the point, and Yates will go back to serve. Tessa Yates from the left side. 9 serving 11. Artesia down by 2. Up and hit the net. So that'll be 12 Ruidoso, 9 for the Bulldogs, and Yates will get a break. Coming in for her will be Tovar. And back to serve will be Madison Letterman for the Warriors, leading by 3 here in set number 2. 12-9, here's the serve, Letterman. Evans gets it up in the air to Miller, cross court, left side, big swing, that's a kill for Harrison. So Hattie Harrison with another kill, and I think that's her 4th. As checking back in for Ruidoso's there, libero Graham, and Letterman will get a break. Back to serve for the Bulldogs will be Evans. Brooklyn Evans with the serve. Eatson up to Ramos. Ramos back set. Hildman gets it over. Again, dug up back there. Miller to Padilla, and she's going to hit it wide right as she went from that left side cross court too far. Checking back in for Ruidoso is Wilson and Widner. And taking a seat will be Ramos and Bird. And back to serve will be Wilson. 13-10 is the lead for the Warriors in set number 2. And the serve. Harvey, Miller, cross court. Big swing for Padilla, and that's going to be a kill. Good effort there by number 4, Graham. She got a hand on it, but it goes over by her bench. So the 9th kill for Kaylee as Harvey takes a seat. Jenna Whitmire back into the ballgame, and back to serve will be Hattie Harrison. 11 serving 13. Bulldogs down by 2. They lost set number 1, 25-21 to the Lady Warriors from Ruidoso. So trying to battle back here and get set 2. Harrison with a nice get over. Dug up. Wilson just going to get it over. So free ball Artesia. Miller across court to Padilla. Big swing is blocked at the net. Padilla gets it up out of the net. Miller again goes back to Padilla. She's going to tip it over, and another kill, just getting it over the tall hands of number 13, Widner. So Padilla now in double digits on kills. One thing we have not seen tonight is an ace. We have not had an ace. I don't think either team has had an ace. That's a little unusual. So both teams doing good, and there's into the net by Patty. So point Ruidoso. Harvey will check back in. Harrison will take a seat, and Ruidoso now 14 serving 12. Eatson with it over to Evans. Evans to Miller. Miller cross court. She's going to have to tip it over, and she's going to get the kill. Whitmire did a really good job to stay from getting into that net as she got it over with her left hand. Tovar will take a seat. Yates will check back in. It'll be 13 serving 14, and doing the serving will be Kirkland Miller for the Bulldogs. And hits it into the net, so it'll be back to the Warriors. 15-13 now for the Warriors as Lutterman checks back in for the libero Graham on Ruidoso's side. And back to serve is Hildman. Going to go up. That's going to be an ace as she went really hard back. It was close to being out of bounds, but Harvey tried to get it, and it went off of her backwards. So an ace. That was an ace. That's the first one I remember seeing. Going to go back to Padilla. Padilla to Miller, cross court. Yates is just going to have to tip it up into the air. Eatson will get it, and it'll fall out of bounds. So the official right there looked down to the, it fell right at his feet, but he didn't make the call. He let the young lady on the far corner make the call. Point Bulldogs, 14 serving 16. Padilla with a nice serve. It's going to go to Hildman after getting up there. Now Lutterman will just get it over. So a free ball for Artesia. They have to chase it down. Now they're just going to get it over. Evans gets it back to the back row to Hildman, up to Wilson. It's going to be blocked at the net. Whitmire gets it back over to Wilson now. Is going to go back to Lutterman, and that's going to be in for a kill. 17-14 as 10 and 6 check back in. That's Ramos and Bird. Bird wearing number 10, Ramos number 6 for the Warriors, and Ramos will go back to serve. Leading 17-14 here in set number 2. Evans up to Miller. Miller back set. Yates with a swing. It's blocked at the net. Dug up by Miller. Harvey sets it. And that's going to be a kill on the left side for Brooklyn Evans. That's her third kill in the night as Harrison checks back in. Whitmire will take a seat. And Harvey will go back to serve. Down 15-17 are the Bulldogs. Carmen with her jump serve. Kind of a knuckleball, and that's going to be an ace. So we hadn't seen one from the Bulldogs, but now we have. As trying to get it up off of the floor was number 10, Bird, but boy, that ball just had a dive on it. Now there's going to be a timeout taken, so we will go ahead and take it as well. Ruidoso with the timeout. The Bulldogs down by 1, 16 serving 17. Carmen Harvey will have the serve when we come back. Stay right there.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
All right, welcome back here to the pit. We're coming out of the timeout that the Ruidoso Lady Warriors coach took as he's trying to stop that, as we say, stop the bleeding. Try to get a point on the timeout. Back to serve for the Bulldogs. Harmon Harvey serves from the right side. 16 serving 17. That's another floater over, dug up. Ramos will put it up on the net, and then winning at the net was Artesia's Harrison, and they're going to call, I don't know what they call, but it was on number 1. I guess she kind of lifted it is what the call was. As Harrison kind of shoved it down on her. 17-17 now tied up as Carmen gets ready to go. Here's the swing. Dug up on the back row by Eatson. Chasing it down with Wilson. And it's into the net for number 7, Morgan Eatson. I'm sorry, that was Ramos that chased that down, not Wilson. They've been swapping in and out, 2 setters for the Warriors. All right, Carmen ready to go. Here's her jump serve. Another good serve. It's dug up back there. It's going to be a get over. Eatson will go back to Padilla. Padilla up to Miller. Miller, quick set. It's going to be blocked at the net. Bulldogs do get, they're going to say it got into the net. Or 2 hits by the Bulldogs. So I guess that went into the net off of Harrison. 18-18. Back to serve will be Morgan Eatson. Moves over to that left side. And the serve. Evans, just gets it up barely. And so point Ruidoso, 19-18. As Morgan Eatson goes over to that left side once again. And the serve. Up into the net again. It's going to be dug off of the net by Miller. Good job. They get a free ball over there as Ramos gets it. And then it's blocked at the net. Dug up by Widman. Cross court to number 10, Birch. He's just going to get it over. Carmen to Miller to Brooklyn. And that's going to be a kill for Evans. So both teams had a good job there getting the ball up. Looked like it'd be a point for Artesian. Then it looked like it was going to be a point for Ruidoso. Then it was a point for Artesia as Evans gets her 4th kill. And back to service, Tessa Yates. Floater gets across. Hillman gets it all the way over. Miller's just going to tip it over. Ruidoso will get a free ball over Artesia. Evans to Miller, right in the middle. And there's a kill, just a soft touch there by Harrison as they were up to block it. And she tipped it over the top, and it fell into no man's land in the middle of the court. So 20-19 as Tessa will go back once again from the left side. Starts back on the out-of-bound lines of the basketball court. And here's her jump serve. And dug up on that back row by Hildman. Now big swing by Lutterman. Dug up by the Bulldogs. Harvey will put it up in the air. And then from behind the 10-foot line, dug up back there again by Witt. And they're under the net. So Bulldogs will get that point as number 6. Ramos couldn't stay out of it. It was the dig from the back row by Hildman was too close to the net. And she tried to stay out but wasn't able to. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Ruidoso with the Bulldogs leading 21-19. We'll take a timeout as well. We're in set number 2. Ruidoso wins set 1, 25-21. Bulldogs now leading 21-19 in set number 2. We'll be back.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, we're back here, and it's back to serve once again will be Tessa Yates with the lead, 21-19 here in set number 2 for the Lady Bulldogs. As Yates gets ready, here's her jump serve. Nice serve, and that's an ace. Trying to dig it up back there was Morgan Eatson, but boy, that ball just dove on her. Tessa Yates with the ace. That is her first here in the night. We've only had a couple. Harvey has an ace, now Yates with an ace. They've only had a couple as well. All right, here's a floater over again. Eatson gets it up to Campos. And then that's going to sail long on Aubrey Eatson. As Campos set it up on the left side, she hits it, but too far. 23-19 Artesia. As Yates sets up ready to go. And the jump serve. Just floats it over, another ace. So diving for it was Morgan Eatson, but looked like there was a little miscommunication maybe, or she thought there was. All right, so here's set point, 24-19. As the Bulldog fans rise up, here's the shot, nice floater. This is going to be over to the Bulldogs. Harvey, Miller, back set, and there's a big swing and a kill for Hattie Harrison. So just like that, the Bulldogs storm back and get set number 2, 25-19. Set number 3 coming up here shortly. Stay right there.
Hey Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Hey, Robert, I'm your designated driver tonight. Pick you up at 7.
Sober driving today keeps everyone alive tomorrow. Designated driver. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to Bulldog Pit. Joby Hodling on the call as the Artesia Lady Bulldogs hosting the Ruidoso Lady Warriors. We're all tied up 1-1 if you're just joining us. Set 1, Ruidoso got that one 25-21, but then the Bulldogs battled back in set 2 and get the win 25-19 over the Warriors. We've got another home game Thursday night here against the Hobbs Lady Eagles, and then next Tuesday we'll have a home game for the Lady Bulldogs. They've been away for 5 weeks. When Coach and I talked about it today, I was thinking it had been a month, but they hadn't been in Bulldog Pit in a while. They played in 3 tournaments and had multiple other games, but they've all been away. So finally back in the pit. All right, so Ruidoso will have the service here to start things off in game number 3, or set number 3, I should say. And back to serve will be Taylor Ramos, a freshman, one of the freshmen for the Warriors, as the Bulldogs get into their defensive set and ready to go. And here's the swing. Just gets it over. Evans will get it over the net, so free ball. Ramos to the right side. Big swing there. Caught and Miller in the backside. Bulldogs again just going to get it over. Free ball. So now the Warriors will do it from behind the 10-foot line. Blocked at the net by Harrison. That was Lutterman trying to get that from about the 10-foot line, and Harrison blocks it at the net. Point Artesia. Kraft will go back to serve, leading 1-0 for the Bulldogs. And the serve. Hit it into the net, so point Ruidoso. Checking in will be Tovar. Ashton will take a seat. And back to serve for Ruidoso will be Morgan Eatson. Again, serving from that left side, left corner. And her serve. Evans, Miller, over to Harrison. Harrison's going to tip it over. They're able to dig that up, and so just getting a free ball over to the Bulldogs. Tovar, Harrison, cross court. Big swing, blocked at the net, though. That was Evans blocked. And up for that block was number 8, Aubrey Eatson. Also over there was number 10, Bird. That's Cassidy Bird. So the block gets them the point. 2-1 Ruidoso. As Morgan Eatson back to serve. Once again, leading 2-1. Just gets it over, and that's going to be an ace. Diving for it was both Padilla and Harvey, but neither one of them could dig it up. Nice little floater over the net for the ace. That's her first for Eatson, Morgan Eatson. Here's the serve, another little floater. Padilla will get to it this time. Over to Harrison, and she tips it right up into the net. Tried to baby it over and didn't get there. So point Ruidoso, 4-1. Bulldogs have looked really good at times, but a lot of times they've been a little bit out of sync. Eatson with the serve. Getting it up was Harvey behind the 10-foot line. The swing dug up by Widner on the backside. Harvey will dig it up. Bulldogs just going to get this over. Padilla gets it to Brooklyn Evans. It's over the net. They're going to set up. Now they'll just have to get it over. So back and forth, Harvey to Miller. Miller across to Evans. Big swing. Dug up by Carmen. Another swing, and there's an ace for the Bulldogs. Brooklyn Evans, good job as they had to dig that up. on the block. They get it over, then Ruidoso comes back and gets it over, and Evans with the ace off of a good set by Miller. And the Bulldogs now down 2-4. Evans with the serve. That's going to be in the back row. Blocked at the net by the Bulldogs. Now can't get to it as Ramos tried to set it up, but too far to her left. Diving for it was number 8, Aubrey Eatson, but couldn't get there. So 3-4 now. Bulldogs down by 1. Brooklyn back ready to go from the left side. She's going to hit it over good, and that's going to be an ace as it goes off. Boy, that had a lot of movement on it. Really swung around as Hildman got a hand on it after Eatson did, but ace for Brooklyn. Here's the serve again right at Eatson. Ramos, cross court, Letterman, and that's going to be long. Bulldog ball. Boy, the officials even having a hard time tonight. They pointed different ways. But they agreed and pointed the same way that time. Bulldog point. Brooklyn back to serve, now leading 5-4. And that again goes at Eatson. That's going to be a free one for the Bulldogs. Padilla to Miller. Miller back to Padilla. Her swing is going to be a kill. And speaking of kills, in Class 4A, actually statewide, Kaylee has 173 coming in tonight. She is in 8th in the state, 1st in 4A. Eatson gets that in the air. It's going to be an ace for Brooklyn Evans. As Eatson got it straight up, Hildman dove for it but couldn't get there. So the Warriors chase it down and now get it back across to Brooklyn. Brooklyn will set up leading 7-4 now here in set number 3. Here's her serve. Again, a good serve back in the back row. They're almost too far up on the net, and that falls in. Boy, the Bulldogs were right there, but they let it fall straight in front of them. So point Ruidoso, 5 serving 7, and back to serve is Letterman. Letterman with her jump serve goes across. Carmen Harvey up to Miller. Miller back set. And then, again, Harrison just out of sync at times. That went off her hand funny and didn't even make it barely got to the net. So point Ruidoso. 6 serving 7. Letterman again back to serve for the Warriors. Her serve will go out of bounds on the left side. Point Bulldogs. She'll take a seat. Coming in for her is the libero, number 4, Graham. And on the other side, Addington will check in for our libero, Carmen Harvey, and back to serve will be Hattie Harrison. Dug up back there by Eatson. Ramos, back set, and that's going to be way long on Hildman. She came in on this left side and hit a hard one, but it just sailed on her. Point Artesia, 9 serving 6, and going back again to serve will be Hattie Harrison. Hattie from that left side, right side to the Warriors. And here's her serve. Again, dug up by Eatson. Campos back set. Hildman had to adjust. Harrison to Miller. Padilla with the big swing. That'll be a kill for Padilla. And again, she's leading the state in 4A. She's 8th in the state in all classes with 173 coming into the ball game. Hattie Harrison is 3rd in 4A with 164. So two of the top 3. Harrison's ball is over. Dug up by Eatson. Campos chases it down. Hildman again, way long. So she turned to her coach and said, "What am I doing? Not getting down on top of it." It's what I would say, but that's probably not the right way to look at it. Right terms. 11-6 Bulldogs. Harrison again with the serve. Floats it over. Chasing it up was Eatson. And then it falls as 2 Warriors went to it. Ramos and Graham, and then they both pulled back. Ramos is the setter, so she was going to get it. Graham, the libero, didn't think she was going to get there, but 12-6 Bulldogs. We've doubled them up here in set number 3. Hattie's been on a run. Another good serve, dug up in that back row. Ramos chases it down. Hildman's just going to pop it over, so it's going to be a free ball. Evans, Miller, left side Padilla, big kill. Point Bulldogs. Padilla with another kill. She now has 13 on the night. And Harrison will continue serving, leading 13-6. So Harrison with the serve. Oh, hit the net. That'll fall. So point Ruidoso. She'll check out. Harvey will check in. And on the other side, it'll be Wilson and Widner checking in for Ramos and Bird, and back to serve will be Wilson. 7 serving 13. Evans, Miller, back set. Big swing, blocked at the net. Good job by Tovar to go get it. Just going to get it up, and there's going to be, hit it into the net, did Addington. So point Ruidoso. So number 13, no, she's been in there, Widner. She had checked in a minute ago for the Warriors. And here's Wilson's serve. It's just going to get over. Good save there by Harvey. Now Addington will just get it over. Hildman gets it up in the air. Now she comes back to it, and there's a good kill for Hildman. So Olivia Hildman with her 5th kill of the night and cuts the lead to 4. 9 serving 13 as Wilson steps back to serve again from the right middle. And the serve is into the net. Point Artesia, 14-9 now for the Bulldogs. As Koval will take a seat, Crafts will check back in for the Bulldogs. And back to serve will be Kirkland Miller. And the serve. Down the right line, Eatson gets it up into the air to Wilson. Wilson to Hildman. She gets it over. Dug by Evans down the other side, and it's going to sail long as Miller set up on the left side. Padilla, but her big swing goes wide, so point Ruidoso. Back to serve will be Aubrey Eatson for the Warriors. On the serve, Evans. Miller's just going to try to bump it over, and if she did, they put it back onto the Bulldog side. Now Padilla will get it over the ball or the net on a free ball. Big swing, and that's going to be a kill for number 7, Morgan Eatson. That was a scramble on both sides. Kind of weird looking, but she was able to get that kill down from the right side, so gets it within 3. It'd be 11 serving 14 as Aubrey Eatson goes back for the serve. She'll float it over. Padilla, Miller chases it down, goes over to the left side, Addington. Addington with a big swing, dug up back there by Eatson. Wilson to Hildman, she goes over, but dug up on the back row by Harvey. Back set from Miller, and with the kill is Ashton Kraft. So the Bulldogs go back up 15-11, or they stay up. You get another point, I should say, and that'll put Padilla back to serve for Artesia. 15 serving 11. Eatson, Wilson over to the right side, Hildman, and we're going to have a double hit. On the Warriors, on Wilson. So point Artesia, 16-11 as Padilla has the ball back. Here's her serve. On the right side, Eatson to Wilson again. Wilson will put it up in the air. Eatson from the 10-foot line will get it over. Harvey with a great dive, but unable to get there. So a kill for number 7, Morgan Eatson, as Letterman checks back in, and the libero Graham will take a seat. So back to serve will be number 11, Olivia Hildman. Goes over to Harvey. Harvey up to Miller. Miller cross set to Addington. She'll punch it over, and they're going to be able to get it over. Free ball for Artesia, and that'll be out. As Evans said, nope, I'm not going to go get that. So point Bulldogs. 17-12 now, Artesia. Harrison back in. Addington will take a seat, and back to serve will be Carmen Harvey, the libero for the Bulldogs. Carmen from the right side with her jump serve. Edman back to Wilson up front. Wilson sets it up in the middle. Dug up there by Miller, and then Harrison hits it over. Harrison digs it up. Miller back set. Kraft with the shot. Dug up by Ed Eatson. And now a big swing, and then dug up by the Bulldogs. It's going to go into the net. Double hit should have been, but they didn't call it. That was an easy call. Coach Williams out there saying that was a double hit. Still going, though, and it's going to fall after Hildman was able to field it, got it up into the air, but it falls on their side. Boy, that was a back and forth. They just missed that double hit there, did the officials, but the Bulldogs get the point anyway. 18 serving 12 as Carmen goes back once again on that right side to serve. Back row, Hildman. They get it across. This is going to be a free ball. Harvey, Miller, back set. Big swing by Kraft. Dug up back there. Widner now swing, and it's going to be a point Ruidoso is getting the kill was number 1. Lutterman checking back in is 10 and 6. So Ramos and Bird be 13 serving 18 as Ruidoso Warriors number 6, Taylor Ramos, will go back to serve. Her jump serve from the right side. Evans, it goes off of her backwards. Kraft tries to chase it down, but goes into the bench. So there's a kill for the Warriors. Ramos. 14 serving 18 now. That's her second. I'm not a kill, an ace, sorry. All right, here's the swing, and it's going to be Padilla up to Miller. Miller's just going to shove it over. They'll dig it up. Ramos, Letterman with the swing. Good dig back there by Carmen. And now the swing, and it's going to be free ball for Artesia. Padilla. Cross court from Miller, just going to tip it over. Ruidoso will keep it alive. Now, Hildman gets it over. Back set. Kraft will punch it to the backside. Hildman will chase that down. Ramos, and not going to be able to get there is Letterman, as Ramos' pass was in the middle. Nobody was there, so point Artesia. Kraft will go back to serve, leading 19-14 here in set number 3. We're all tied up 1-1 in sets. Here's the serve, and that's going to be Eatson back in the back. Campos chases down, goes over the right side of the other Eatson. This blocked, but out of bounds. Point Ruidoso. Tovar getting ready to check in. Kraft will take a seat. And going back to serve will be Morgan Eatson. So the Eatson twins have not come out of this ball game, as neither has Hildman. So those three have been in all 3 sets and never come out of the rotation. That's going to be back to Evans. Chased down by Miller. Bulldogs will get it over on a free ball. Campos back set. Eatson blocked at the net by Harrison, but it's caught, and then Hildman tries to go from behind the 10-foot line. She hits it into the net. Point Artesia. And a timeout taken by the Warriors coach, so we'll take it as well. 20-15. Artesia gets to 21st. We'll be back.
It's time to take back what's been taken from us. It's time to man up. We want to invite men across our community to come be part of our Man Up Weekend, November 15th through the 17th. A good friend of ours, Big Al, will be here, and he will be speaking to the men on what it means to live out biblical manhood. On Friday night, we're going to have a steak fry, and on Sunday, he's going to challenge the entire church on what it looks like for men in our community and across our country to man up. Come be a part.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here leading 20-15 as checking back in was Tovar. Back to serve will be Brooklyn Evans. And her serve will be dug up back there by Hildman and Campos. And unable to get it over is number 10, Bird. She was right up on the net and tried to tip it, but unable to. So point Artesia, 21-15 now as Brooklyn will get the ball back and serve once again. She serves from that far left side. And here's her jump serve. Well, it's kind of a step jump serve. Eatson to Letterman, and they're just going to get this over. Bulldogs, Evans up to Miller. Miller will cross-court it to Padilla, and she has a big swing and a big kill. So the leader in the state's Padilla, and she continues to dominate. That's her 14th kill here tonight for the Bulldogs, and now lead 22-15 here in set number 3 due to the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Brooklyn with the serve, little floater. Eatson on the back will pick it up to Campos. Campos to Letterman. It's going to be dug up, but they're going to call who? Somebody get in the net? All right, so the Bulldogs got into the net. It'll be back to Letterman, who will go back to serve, number 1, down 16-22. So 16 serving 22, and Letterman with the serve. Evans right up into the net. Miller bounces it off the net, but they're going to say she got into the net, so just a tough one there. The pass up was right on the net from Evans. So point Ruidoso, 17 serving 22 now as Letterman goes back again, and here's her little jump serve. And that's into the net. So point Bulldogs, 23 17. She'll take a break. Coming back in is the libero Graham, and on the other side, Addington comes in for our libero, Carmen Harvey, and back to serve will be Harrison. So Harrison can get 2 here. That'll wrap up set number 3. Harrison serve. Nice hard one, dug up back there. Right up on the net, and into the net will be Bulldog. Point is number 10. Could not. Bird tried to get to it, but it was up into the net. All right, so set point here for the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. Harrison steps up, ready to go. Crowd's clapping. Nice serve. It's going to be Campos chasing down. She'll just get it over. Tovar up to Miller. Miller cross court. Padilla with the big swing. Point Artesia, and they will win set number 3, 25-17 on the Kaylee Padilla kill. So the Bulldogs now lead 2-1 as we will take our break here and be back after this timeout. Artesia wins set number 3, 25-17.
Southeast New Mexico College offers a variety of associate degrees and certificates to help you pursue your educational goals. You'll find high-quality, affordable associate programs like business and nursing. Certificate programs like natural gas compression, welding, and industrial maintenance are offered to serve the common needs. Find your direction at SENMC. Navigate new pathways through higher learning at Southeast New Mexico College. Learn more at senmc.edu.
Mac Energy Company is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advances in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. We strive to utilize these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy for many years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Attention high school students and parents. Now is the time to make your plans to come visit the friendliest place on the High Plains, Eastern New Mexico University. ENMU is hosting our annual Open House Preview Day on Saturday, October 26th. Come learn about scholarships, discover majors, talk with current students and faculty, and win some great prizes. Sign up today at www.enmu.edu/openhouse. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
Welcome back to Bulldog Pit, volleyball fans, Artesia Bulldog fans, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for tuning in here. We're on several locations, of course, KSGPTV.com, AM 990 and FM 93.7 KSGP Radio. We're also on YouTube, KSGP TV on YouTube, and KSGP Radio on Facebook. As the official is making sure the rotations are all set here, we're getting ready to start set number 4. The Bulldogs can wrap it up here if they can win this set. Ruidoso came out, got set number 1, 25-21, but then the Bulldogs get set 2, 25-19, and set 3, 25-17. And Carmen Harvey will go back to start set number 4. She'll do it from the right side. Takes a couple bounces. Now the jump serve. Going to be back to Eatson. They're going to dig it up to the other Eatson. Now Eatson on this side will just get it over. It'll be out of bounds, so Bulldog point. So it was Aubrey to Morgan, back to Aubrey, and then her shot went down the line too far left. Point Artesia. Harvey again with the serve. This is a hard serve to get something going with, and that's really what it was. Serve won that point. She floats it over. Lutterman gets it up to Campos. Now it's going to be a free ball. Eatson gets it over. Padilla, Miller back set. Big swing, but blocked at the net. That was Tessa Yates with the big cut, but a good block there by Lutterman for the Warriors. 1-1 here in set number 4, and back to serve will be number 7, Morgan Eatson. Her jump serve from the left side is going to get under the net, so that'll be a point. Artesia, 2-1 for the Bulldogs. And it'll be Tessa Yates going back to serve. She serves from the left side as well, right side to the Warriors. 2-1. And the serve. Down that left side, Eatson gets it up in the air. Campos chases it down. It's going to be a free ball, Artesia. Yates to Miller. Miller cross court. Evans with a shot in down the back side, or in the middle actually, for a kill for Brooklyn Evans. And I think that's her 6th, and it is. So they'll chase that ball down, get it back to Yates. As the Bulldogs lead here in set number 4, 3-1. And Tessa from the far left side gets a couple of big hard swings down the ball, and then here's her jump serve. Nice floater, dug up back there by Hildman. Campos across to Tillerman, and she's going to get it over. The Bulldogs unable to dig it up. It was a dive by Padilla, but could not get that ball up in the air. As Tovar will check back in. On the other, she'll check in for Yates. On the other side, the libero checks in Graham for Lutterman. So Graham will serve here from the right side, left side, kind of the middle. Harvey, Miller, back set. Big swing, and that looked close, and it was on the line. Point Artesia. So Bulldogs with a big swing there by Brooklyn and the kill. And that's her 7th kill on the evening, and she'll go to serve. So leading 4-2 now, with Brooklyn getting ready to serve. Nice serve over. Eatson gets it up right on the net, and there's a happy birthday kill for Hattie Harrison. Hattie with that, she's had a couple of those tonight. And that's her 6th kill on the evening. So the Bulldogs now lead 5-2 as Evans gets ready to go. Little floater on the right side. Getting to it was Eatson, but in the net. And so that's an ace for Brooklyn Evans. Her 2nd on the night. And she'll go back to serve again, leading 6-2. And the serve. Eatson. Campos cross court over there, and it's not going to be, boy, just a tough pass to go get for number 10, Bird. She tried to adjust and going to get that set, but and she got her hand on it. It was behind the post over there, so point Artesia. 7-2, Evans goes over to the right side this time, and again, it's going to be hard for them to get it over, but they do. Boy, they got to it. Miller cross set over to Padilla. Her big swing is another kill for Kaylee Padilla. The Bulldogs had to go to that quick. Harvey got it up in the air. Miller with a nice pass, and Padilla does what she does. She finishes her 16th kill on the night. Almost says does what she do. Evans with a nice floater. Eatson picks it up. Campos chases it down. They're just going to have to get it over, and that's going to be way out of bounds on number 11, Olivia Hildman. And she tried to just push it over, but too far. So point Artesia, 9 serving 2 now. Brooklyn on a run. Here's the serve, and that's going to go into the net. I'm going to quit saying that. It seems like every time I say they're on a run, we hit it into the net. All right, so checking in for Ruidoso will be 12-13. That's Widner and Wilson. And Wilson will go back to serve. Bird and Ramos take a seat. All right, here's the serve from Wilson. Dug up by Harvey. Miller up front. Back set. Slide, and it's going to be a kill for Hattie Harrison. It went off of a block out of bounds. So that slide step to the right for Hattie, and that's her 7th kill as Whitmire checks back in. Carmen Harvey will get a break, and Hattie will go back to serve for the Bulldogs, leading 10-3 here in set number 4. And the serve, nice floater. Hildman goes and gets it to Wilson, back to, and that was in. I thought it was out, but it was called in. Harrison will take a break. Harvey will come in, so a good kill there by Olivia Hildman on that back right corner. And up to serve will be Aubrey Eatson. And here's her serve. Evans, Miller back set. Just going to take it over, and another kill for number 4. And she does it in all kinds of ways. Kaylee Padilla that time did a little running and went cross court down the line or down the net to the left. Checking in, Tessie Yates. Miller will serve it, and that'll be long. So that'll be a point, Ruidoso. It'll be 5 serving 11 as Lutterman checks back in for the Warriors. And it looks like Olivia Hildman will be serving for the Warriors. 5 serving 11 here in set number 4. That's going to go back to Padilla, to Miller. Yates with a big swing, and there's a kill for Tessie Yates on the left side. Great set there by Miller, and Yates finishes it off. That's her first kill on the night. She also has 2 aces to go along with that kill. Bulldogs now lead 12-5, and back to serve will be Padilla, who just got that. Her shot is over, picked up on the back row by Hildman. Wilson sets it, and there's a kill for Tessie Yates. That was a happy birthday on the right side. The set was too high and too far across. Yates on the right side of the net goes up and puts it down. So 13-5 Artesia, her second kill. Padilla ready to go. Here's her jump serve. And that goes off of the back, and they're not going to get it over. So it goes off high off of her shoulder, off of number 8, Aubrey Eatson. So the Bulldogs now lead 14-5. As Padilla, and they're going to call a timeout. Padilla was ready to serve, and Ruidoso coach says, let's take a timeout. We'll take one too. 14-5. Artesia, we're in set number 4 with the Bulldogs leading 2-1 and leading here in the set 14-5.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
All right, we're back here. 14-5, Artesia leads in set number 4. The Ruidoso Lady Warriors came out and got set 1, 25-21, but then since then, the Bulldogs have kind of taken control. They lead 25. They've won 25-19 and 25-17 in the next 2 sets and lead here 14-5 with Padilla coming on to serve after the Ruidoso timeout. Jump serve is long, so that timeout worked. Robbie and I talk about that a lot, where they'll take a timeout after a run of points. Sometimes it works, and that time it did. Ruidoso Ramos will check back in, as will Bird. Wilson and Widner will get a break, and back to serve will be Ramos, who just checked in, the freshman for the Warriors. Her jump serve from the right side, dug up by Evans. Miller will just get it up in the air, but she'll be into the net. So that pass up front was too far into the net. Point Ruidoso. They've cut the lead in half. It's 14-7, so 7 serving 14. The Warriors. Ramos will get it over again to Evans. She'll get it up to Miller again. Miller just tips it over this time. Letterman, and now they'll tip it over Padilla in the back. Miller will chase that down and get it up to, and they're going to call somebody, a double hit on the Bulldogs. I was going to say, did somebody get in the net, but no. Double hit Artesia. So 8 serving 14. Ramos again with the serve. Goes back at Evans. Evans puts it to Miller. Miller to, that was 4 hits as Whitmire tried to hit it over, but hit into the net. So 9 serving 14 now. The Warriors on a little run here. And the serve. Evans up into the air. Miller back set. Yates with a big swing. They dig it up. It's right on the net. Whitmire with the kill. She goes over the top of Harvey. And they're laughing about it. And she knocks it down for the kill. And that's her second on the night as Harrison checks in for Whitmire. Bulldogs now lead 15-9 here in set number 3. And Harvey will go back to serve. So Carmen from the right middle to start her jump serve. And it's a floater. Oh, and it hits the top of the net and doesn't roll over. So point Ruidoso. Point number 10 is going back to serve will be Morgan Eatson for the Lady Warriors. 10 serving 15. She does it from the left side. That's where she serves from. And here's her jump serve. Evans pops it up to to Miller. Back set. Big swing. Dug up on that back row by Hildman. And then a big swing for Ruidoso's Lutterman. And it is long, point Artesia. That was a good job there digging that up by Olivia Hildman. It was a big swing for the Bulldogs, but she dug it up. But the Bulldogs end up getting the point. All right, so Tessa Yates back with her serve. And that's going to be bumped up. They're going to have to chase it down. Will they get it over? They do. Free ball Artesia. Harvey to Miller. And it goes long on Brooklyn Evans on the big swing. Tovar will check back in. Tessa Yates will get a break. So Jackie will move back in. And back to serve is Graham, who just checked back in for Lutterman. So the libero for Ruidoso with the serve. And she hits it into the net. Point Artesia. So he's 17, serving 11. Going back to serve will be Brooklyn Evans for the Bulldogs. 8 points away from winning the match tonight are the Bulldogs. Good hard serve. The libero comes up. It's going to be a happy birthday for Hattie Harrison as Graham comes flying up and got it up into the air, but it was right on top of the net. Harrison slams it down for her 8th kill on the evening, and that'll put Brooklyn back to serve it once again. And this time long, so point Ruidoso. She hit it hard on the line drive, but it was just too long. Checking back in will be Wilson and Widner for the Ruidoso Lady Warriors. Ramos and Bird will take a seed, and that'll put Wilson back to serve. 12 serving 18. The Bulldogs lead by 6 here in set number 4. And here's the serve. Floater. Evans gets to it. It's going to go over the net. Harrison digs that up to Miller. And then the left-handed swing by the Bulldogs. Padilla is dug up. And then a kill there for Widner down the left side. No, that was Hildman with the big kill. So Ruidoso gets the point. Back to serve again will be Wilson. 13 serving 18. Wilson serves from the middle. And her serve floats it over. Evans up to Miller. Miller's going to cross that over to Padilla. Padilla's going to just bump it over. Dug up back there. Wilson gets it over the net, but it'll be out of bounds. Point Artesia. And Whitmire will check back in. Harvey will take a break. And going back to serve will be Hattie Harrison. The Bulldogs lead 19-13 here in set number 4. So they're 6 points away from rounding out the ball game tonight as they lead 2-1. We're in set 4. Harrison. And it'll go at ace as it goes off sideways off of number 7, Morgan Eatson. And that just ball had a lot of movement on it. And it kind of ate her up. Good serve there by Hattie. So that's her second ace on the evening. Go along with 8 kills. Harrison serving from that left side, the right side facing as the Ruidoso Warriors look at her. She goes back to the same place. This time Eatson gets it up in the air. Wilson chases it down. It's going to be a free ball Artesia. Padilla to Miller. Back to Padilla on the left side. Big swing. It's going to be dug up by the libero. Wilson sets it up right on the net. Padilla again with the serve. They said they got it in the net. So Ruidoso gets into the net. Point Artesia. 21 serving 13. The Bulldogs lead as the ball kind of rolled away, but Coach Llewellyn goes and gets it, gets back to Hattie, and Hattie on that left side. Ready to go, 21 serving 13. Floater coming up was Hildman to Wilson, back to her. It's blocked at the net, and it's out of bounds, though. Point Ruidoso. So that's a kill for Olivia Hildman, and back to serve will be number 8, Aubrey Eatson, as Harvey checks back in. Harrison will get a break, and Eatson with the serve from the right side. And that hits net, but a good job digging it up and getting it over by Evans. Ruidoso, big swing, out of bounds off the block. So Miller and Whitmire up there for the block, and it goes out of bounds. Point Ruidoso. So once again, Aubrey Eatson will serve from that right side. Her sister, Morgan, serves from the left. So they look like identical twins. They serve from different sides. Here's her jump side. Floater. Evans to Miller. Miller back set. Big swing and out of bounds unless they tipped it, and they did not. So Padilla with a big cross-court swing from the right side to the left, but too long, out of bounds. point Ruidoso. 16 serving 21 as Aubrey once again back to serve for the Warriors. Here's her jump serve. Evans to Miller. Miller back set again to Padilla. And she goes to the left too far, out of bounds. So another out of bounds effort there. And that's point number 17 for the Warriors. So 17 serving 21. Aubrey once again with her jump serve from that right side. Going to go, and it's going to be Carmen to Miller. And that shot by Whitmire too long. So 18 serving 21. So a 4-point swing here, and Coach calls a timeout. So the Bulldogs take a timeout to see if they can get the turnover. We'll take a timeout as well. It's 21-18 Artesia in set number 4. We'll be back.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
All right, we're back here, and Aubrey will go back to serve once again for the Warriors. That's Aubrey Eason. 18 serving 21, set number 4. Here's the jump serve. Evans up into the air. Miller will chase it down, go to the left side to Whitmire. Her is brought down. She gets it back over. They save it. And now Padilla with the save. And that's going to be back off the back row. Are they going to get it over? They do, and that's a point. Well, Artesia still has a chance, but it's out of bounds, so point Ruidoso. So twice there, I thought the set was over, and both times it was not. So 19 serving 21. The Bulldogs were up by 7 at one point, 21-14, and now 5 straight points for the Warriors. Gets them within 2. Here's the jump serve. Evans to Miller. Miller back set. Padilla. Padilla with the big swing. Goes off back row. Wilson gets it. Now to Eaton. And then Hildman will just get it over. Tovar to Miller. Sets it up on the left side to Padilla. And she hits it into the net. So within 1. 21-20. And Aubrey Eaton with her, let's see, they've scored 6 unanswered points. It was 7. It's 21-20. So her 8th serve now in a row. Floats it over. Evans to Miller. Back set. Padilla with the kill down the line. So that stopped it. 22-20. As Kaylee Padilla gets her 18th kill. Tessa Yates will step in. Tovar will take a seat for the Bulldogs. And back to serve will be Kirkland Miller. Kirkland serving from that right side with her jump serve. Goes cross court. Dug up by Eaton. Wilson chases it down. Hildman will just get it over. Miller up front. It's going to be a left-handed shot there by the Bulldogs. They get it over, and then it's going to be a kill for number 11, Olivia Hildman, as she put it down that left side, and that gets them back with them 1. Graham will take a seat. Checking back in is Letterman, and back to serve will be number 11, Olivia Hildman, for the Lady Ruidoso Warriors. Here's the serve. Evans, Miller, back set. Big swing. That's going to be another kill on the right side for Kaylee Padilla. And the Bulldogs now lead 23-21 in set number 4. Kaylee with 19 kills on the evening and a timeout taken by Ruidoso. We'll take it as well right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Bulldogs lead 23-21, set number 4.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Welcome back here, Bulldog fans. Artesia leading here in set 4, 23-21. They lead overall 2-1 in sets. So these 2 points would mean the end of the ballgame tonight. Padilla with the serve. Eatson gets it to Wilson. Wilson goes back to Eatson from behind the 10-foot line. Padilla will get that up. Miller chases it down. And now just rolling it over was Brooklyn. On the other side, the big swing and dug up in the back row by Padilla. And it'll go back to Padilla. It'll be a free ball for the Warriors. Eatson gets to it. Wilson back to Eatson. And that might have been out of bounds. Harvey dove for it. It goes off her hand and out of bounds further. So point Ruidoso. They're back within one as Ramos and Bird will check in. Wilson and Widner take a break. And back to serve from the right side, as she has all match long, is Ramos, one of the freshmen. Down by 1, 22 serving 23. Carmen back set by Wilson. Big swing, and that's going to be a kill for Tessa Yates. And the Bulldogs now 1 point away. Set and match point. Harrison will check in for Whitmire. 24-22, set and match point. Back to serve, Carmen Harvey. And the serve. That's going to be on the back row by Eatson. Chasing it down was Ramos. Now they're just going to get it over. Eatson. Padilla goes up front. Miller gets it over. Tess Yates will just bump it over. Ramos up into the air. Back set. Big swing by Letterman. Harvey with the save. Now big swing, and that's going to be... Oh, they're going to get to it. They won't. Tessa Yates with the big swing, and that will end at 25-21 in 4. So the Bulldogs win in 4, 3-1. Set number 1 went to Ruidoso, 25-21. But then the Bulldogs rattle off 3 sets in a row, 25-19 in set number 2, 25-17 in set 3, and 25-21 in set number 4. The Bulldogs, and Ruidoso has a young lady down, so they're checking her out right now. Hopefully she is okay. We're going to go ahead and get a break going. I think we'll have Coach up here in just a moment for an interview, Coach Lou Wallen. So stay right here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're at, we'll be back after this timeout.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
At Artesia General Hospital, we know it's early, but schedule your mammogram today and save. Call 855-RAD-EXAM and save 10% off mammograms scheduled through October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and get a refreshing drink discount from Kith & Kin in Artesia or Blue House in Carlsbad. We use leading-edge, FDA-approved Genius 3D mammography technology to deliver more accurate results faster and with more comfort. Women over 40 do not need a referral for yearly screenings. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/mammogram.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling fixing to be joined by Coach Lee Wallen of the Artesia Bulldogs. She's making her way up here, and we'll have a quick interview, talk about this big win for the Lady Bulldogs tonight, since we haven't been here in a while at home, so I'll let Coach put those on. Hello, Coach. How are you doing after that big win?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It was fun to call. You guys haven't been home in a while.
We have not.
And I'll have you look up there at that
I didn't
camera.
even know what it feels like to be home. TJ Palma and I were talking at the soccer game, and I said, I feel like it's been forever since we've taken pictures of the girls. And I'm all, we just haven't been here. Like, we haven't had any games at home. So
when I talked to Coach Williams earlier today, I think he said 5 weeks. You guys haven't had a home game in 5 weeks.
Yes.
So that's pretty incredible. I don't know how that happens, but it happened.
It happens.
But you're here tonight.
It is. And it's weird because I felt like last year was our away year, and this year should have been our home year.
But it feels like you're away a lot.
It is. I think it works out, too, because Clovis, we do trade that out with Clovis. So we were on the road, and so, like, next year they'll be here.
Okay.
And then Ruidoso, we had it home. Thankfully, we didn't have to be on the road on that one. So, as well, because we would have been out again. But
well, talk about this match tonight. You guys come out in the first, it kind of seemed like the Bulldogs were a little bit off kilter there to start things off. You fall to Ruidoso 25-19, but then you come back and win the next 3. So talk about the match tonight.
Well, and in the beginning, you know, we've got to have a little bit more urgency. You can tell with our team when we serve well, we run our offense well, everything else follows suit. We struggled with our serving again in the beginning, and getting some things done and accomplished out of our offense. And so, but once we put it together, this team, you know, we can hit pin to pin. The girls are able to do some things. Our defense looks a lot better. Our serve receive looks a lot better. And that's what we've seen. We saw that even with 2 losses against Academy and Portales, you know, the serving got us in the Portales game. And the Academy game, it was so close. I mean, we lost a few points, but it wasn't because our girls were missing. I think in all 5 sets, we lost 3 serves, or missed 3 serves.
Right.
So that tells you the caliber this team is able to play.
Yeah,
we
those
just got to get those.
top 5 teams that you guys looked at this last weekend in Roswell.
Yes, and so we got to see everybody.
Right.
So it was good for us to do that.
Right.
And that shows you when we're serving well, we're going to run. And so we just got to make sure we're mentally ready for that.
Okay.
So.
Well, you got another home game Thursday. It'll be the Hobbs Lady Eagles coming over. So you go from a 3A to a 5A.
5A, yes.
And they're usually pretty good, but I think you guys have fared well against them in recent years. What do we expect Thursday night?
Well, and when we went up there, they hit well on us. We did some good things up there, and so we couldn't come out with the finish, but I expect so they're going to hit the ball well. They have 2 seniors, an outside and a middle that do a fantastic job of hitting the ball. Mm-hmm. So our defense has got to be on point like we were. We saw 2 girls just like that with Albuquerque Academy, and we fared very well on our defense. And so we're there, and we very possibility that we can pull that win with our defense and serving well and serve receive well. We can run our offense on them, and we'll be fine.
Okay. Did you have any stats you wanted to go over?
So Kirkland finished with 37 assists tonight. Our top kills, Kaylee was 16. We had Hattie with 7, and then Brooklyn with 7 kills as well tonight. Digs, Carmen with 12 digs, and Kaylee with 14 digs, and then our next Brooklyn with 6 digs. So again, I'm excited. Hobbs makes us better, and so I'm excited for that game on Thursday before we start district the next week.
Yeah.
So
not next week, but the following.
Yes. So
week.
we'll
Next Thursday night you got Alamogordo.
Yes. So we'll be off a week. We'll have Alamogordo for senior night. So if you're in town, please come out. We really try to get a full crowd for those seniors. You know,
that's
they've
a
been
week
with
from
us.
this Thursday.
Yes, so it's next 17th.
17th.
Yes, the 17th we'll have a senior night for our girls. And so everybody out there, if you're able or in town, please come support those girls. They've given a lot to our program. And so we'd like to have a big crowd for them. And yes, we'll play Alamogordo, which is another 5A school
so
that we'll
Hobbs
see.
day after tomorrow, and then a week from Hobbs you'll play here.
Yes,
both of these games here, but that one will be against Alamo.
And then we'll start
and then
district.
the following week, so 2 weeks,
Yes.
district will start, and you'll be trading with your district
Yes.
opponents. All right, Coach, well, good win tonight. Tell the girls congratulations, and we'll see you on Thursday.
I will. And I just want to shout out, I thank everybody for coming out. I know a lot of people with stuff going on were not able to come to the game, but I know that their Venmo account was already kind of hit up with people that couldn't make it. So thank you guys. Thank you. This community, needs our help, of course, and thank you for reaching out and helping them like we needed to step up and do today. So
all right.
We
all
appreciate
right.
it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Bulldog fans, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Artesia wins in 4. They fall to Ruidoso 25-21 in set number 1, but then reel off 3 straight, 25-19, 25-17, and 25-21. So as you heard Coach say, our next ball game will be Thursday night, day after tomorrow. The Hobbs Lady Eagles will come into town, and then a week from Thursday, we'll have senior night on the 17th here at the pit, and that'll be taking on another 5A school in the Alamogordo Tigers. On behalf of our crew, our film folks, and I guess Bradley was our producer tonight, and so on behalf of them, this is Joby Hodling saying I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you guys Thursday night right here at the pit.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925, we have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency.
That concludes this edition of Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at KSVPTV.com is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University, Pecos Valley Equipment, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Kane Electrical Supply, the City of Artesia Police Department, Coterra Energy, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, Smile Expressions, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, Finn's Country Market, Morris Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Tate Branch Dodge, Hawker & Sons, KFC, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward & Son Insurance, J&J Home Care, Richland Motors, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Amigo Machinery, La Fonda, Mac Energy, Pressure Services, Richland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, State Farm Agent Sandy Stockton, Spur Energy Partners, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, John and Nancy Yates, and the Eddy County DWI Task Force. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.